Alright, and welcome back for our quick closing thoughts video, plus we'll also see what happens if you don't shoot him. I'm kind of curious what happens with the mirror. But yeah, so just some, I guess, quick thoughts on the game overall. First of all, was it enjoyable? Yes. Probably if you don't play on the hardest difficulty, it'll be more enjoyable if you want to go through it just for the story. But, you know, I just wanted to do it that way, even though it got annoying sometimes, but, you know, that was purely me wanting to do it that way, and you know, what I'm saying is I can't fault the game for being difficult if I put it on a difficult difficulty. If I put it on a difficult difficulty, nice. That's some good phrasing there. Anyway, but yeah, that was that. You know, that. So that's that. I guess the big question is the story. Absolutely, it was. You know, I'd say it was thoroughly enjoyable. Some weird spots sometimes. Some spots where I didn't like how you couldn't like branch out, but I guess like it was necessary for like the white phosphorus, right? I went out of my way not to use it, but the game literally forced my hand to use it. Like, but then again, I suppose you can't really make a shooter with so many divergent, you know, paths and storylines and all that. So there is that. But on the other hand, there are points where you can quote unquote choose what you do. So it's kind of annoying, slightly, how in some scenarios you do get a choice, right, and others you have to do the atrocities the game tells you to do, and then it's like, oh wow, what a dick, you did those atrocities, while you're just sitting there going, but like I didn't. You pretty much you coded it so it would be impossible for me not to do that atrocity. But you know, again, that's I suppose important for the story. It keeps the pace moving, it solidifies this Walker Man's character and all that, so you know, it's annoying, but I can't, I guess, fault it again. Overall, it is a fucking enjoyable story, and absolutely you should go through it by yourself if you want to. The one really main not quip, what's the word for it? The one annoyance, the one little thing that I guess kept me from enjoying it as much as it could have are the controls. Now, given that could be my end, I could be just an idiot, and could be just an idiot. You are an idiot. No, I could be just an idiot and like just not understand how they work sometimes. But the whole sprinting and getting to cover, having one button and then you sticking to it the way you do, it just didn't feel good. You know, there's so many scenarios where you try to go into cover and he won't go into cover, then others where you try to sprint and he goes into cover, and then you want to... It's like 9 out of 10 times, actually not even that, 7 out of 10 times it does what you want it to do, but 3 out of 10 times it does something completely random and you're not prepared for it, which is quite annoying. I guess you can compare it to like Mass Effect and their cover system, where you also sprint and get from cover to cover, but it never felt annoying in that game. It never felt like what I was doing didn't come across exactly as much as it did in this game. So the controls like definitely keep it from being as great of an experience, I think, as it could be, but you know, that's a minor thing overall. But yeah, so I guess question would be then, would I recommend this game to somebody else? And absolutely, whether it is you enjoy shooters and just want to, and I want you to you know, be sucker punched with this kind of story, or if you just enjoy stories and you know, like good I guess good narratives, then this would be another one of those that you could suggest to. But yeah, overall, absolutely would recommend it. It's a shitty experience from the point of view that like you feel terrible through it, not because like the game's not enjoyable, but like once you get through it, it's a good shitty experience to have had. So that's yeah, definitely probably put it about like an 8, maybe 8.5. Not quite a 9 for me, you know, personally, because of some like minor annoyances, but you know, on the other hand, it was story first, mechanics second, so I can't really, you know, dock it that much on not having the mechanics be above and beyond what you expect from, like, you know, a standard shooter. So yeah, 8.5. We're gonna stick to 8.5. That seems a good score. But yeah, that's pretty much all the thoughts I had for this. Still not really sure. The whole Lugo and Adams following you the entire time when you were clearly crazy, I still feel was a little weird how it wasn't really explained. They just kind of went with it, but I suppose it could be like, you know, chain of command. Your commander's insane, but you still have to go with it. I don't know. That's just weird, you know, to me, that they kind of stuck with you. But yeah, anyway, here's the other ending that we're gonna show, and then that's the end of this little video. Oh, the space to skip thing is gone. That's good. So, this could be nothing, by the way. I'm just curious.
Have been greatly exaggerated.
This isn't possible.
Oh, I assure you, it is.
How?
Not how. Why? You were never meant to come here.
We have our orders. Leave the city, radio command from outside the storm wall. They send in the cavalry, we go home. What happened here was out of my control.
Was it? None of this would have happened if you just stopped. But on you marched. And for what?
We tried to save you.
You're no savior. Your talents lie elsewhere.
This is your fault, goddammit!
Stop right there, Lugo.
He wouldn't listen!
We didn't have a choice!
He turned us into fucking killers!
This isn't my fault.
It takes a strong man to deny what's right in front of him. And if the truth is undeniable, you create your own.
What the hell happened?
I don't know, he just stopped moving.
Walker, snap out of it!
I get it. We have to choose.
The truth, Walker, is that you're here because you wanted to feel like something you are not. A hero.
Lugo!
You left me to die!
I'm here because you can't accept what you've done. It broke you.
Colonel? Colonel, please.
What's going on, Walker?
It's Conrad. He did it. All of it.
You needed someone to blame, so you cast it on me. A dead man. I know the truth is hard to hear, Walker, but it's time. You're all that's left, and we can't live this lie forever. I'm going to count to 5, then I'm pulling the trigger.
You're not real. This is all in my head.
Are you sure? Maybe it's in mine. 1.
No. Everything.
Do you little bitch.
It was your fault. If that's what you believe, then shoot me. 2.
I didn't mean to hurt anybody.
No one ever does, Walker. 3. 4.
Oh.
Is this really what you want, Walker?
Oh, there is no 5. Is there? Oh, there is a 5. Okay. So yeah, it was an option between commit suicide and not suicide. Interesting.
Colonel John Conrad, United States Army. Evacuation of Dubai ended in complete failure. Death toll, too many.
Interesting. And now, is there anything after this, like with the other ending, or is that? No, that's that. Huh. So you either go back and pretend that, I guess, sort of pretend that like you survived all. Like I don't even know what you do when you get back as Walker. I mean, like what happens with him there. But either that, or it's just you shoot yourself and then that's that. All right, interesting. Well. Thank you for joining me for this entire playthrough. I'd love to see you for whatever comes next, and goodbye.